Anyone who's making money knows the biggest problem in the world today is not finding money to make, because there's money everywhere. It's easy to start a business. It's easy to get paid. We teach you how to do exactly that. The only problem that we're encountering is that everybody's a lazy idiot. Do you know that if I hired someone to send me a text message at 10 a.m. every day on the dot for 10 grand a month, most people would...
It's 3 in the morning and you're scrolling through your phone, eyes glazed, watching the parade of content that floods your social feeds. Suddenly, a post stops you cold. Andrew Tate, notorious, polarizing, and endlessly discussed, is staring you down from the screen declaring, "The world is going through a mass competency crisis. The top 1% are more productive than ever. The 99% suffer from literal brain rot. The hardest part being in the top 1% is finding others to work with. The real world will solve it." You can't scroll past. Not yet. What if he's right? What if, beneath the controversy, the bravado, the viral hot takes, there's a truth about modern society that we're all too afraid to confront? Andrew Tate isn't the first to point out the growing divide between high achievers and the rest of society. But few are as blunt or as unfiltered in their diagnosis. According to Tate, we're living through an unprecedented era where productive elite are pulling far ahead, not just in wealth, but in ability, energy, and focus. Meanwhile, the majority, the so-called 99%, are slipping further behind, trapped in cycles of distraction, low ambition, and what he calls brain rot. It's a harsh take, but when you look around, can you honestly say he's wrong? Walk into any public space and you'll see it. People glued to their screens, disengaged from the world around them. Productivity apps are everywhere, but productivity itself seems to be in decline. Schools pump out graduates, but employers complain about a lack of basic skills. In the workplace, the few who actually move the needle are asked to carry ever heavier loads, while the rest drift by on autopilot. Tate identifies a fundamental problem, a mass competency crisis. The skills gap isn't just about technical know-how. It's about drive, initiative, and the ability to create. The 1% are not only better compensated, they're more valuable, more sought after, and increasingly isolated by their own effectiveness. If you ask Andrew Tate, the answer is simple and brutal. Most people are lazy and incompetent. They've been conditioned to seek comfort over challenge, to consume instead of create, to follow instead of lead. The systems that once propelled ordinary people into productivity, disciplined schools, demanding jobs, even social expectations, have been eroded by decades of convenience culture and digital distraction. The internet, which was supposed to democratize knowledge and opportunity, has instead become a breeding ground for mediocrity. Viral trends reward the lowest common denominator. Attention spans have shrunk to seconds. Creativity has been flattened into mimicry and meme culture. In Tate's world, this isn't just unfortunate. It's a form of self-imposed slavery. Humans are being used and paid for their services when they could think and create instead of working for others, he says. The tragedy isn't just that people are underpaid. It's that they're underliving, failing to tap into their true potential. But what about the other side of the divide? Who are the 1% that Tate praises, and what sets them apart? These are the people who build, who disrupt, who refuse to settle. They're relentless in their pursuit of excellence. They see work not as a burden, but as a battleground. While the majority lose hours to entertainment and escapism, the 1% are learning, hustling, refining their skills, and forging connections with other driven individuals. Yet, even among the elite, there's a problem. The higher you climb, the lonelier it gets. The hardest part being in the top 1% is finding others to work with. Tate laments. Excellence is rare, and true collaborators are rarer still. The productive elite are often surrounded by people who slow them down, drain their energy, or simply can't keep up. This isn't just a personal frustration. It's a bottleneck for progress. Imagine what could be achieved if the world's most competent people could easily find and work with each other. Tate believes that unlocking this potential is the key to solving the competency crisis. Enter the real world, Tate's bold, controversial answer to the problems he sees. He promises a community where the competent can find each other, learn from each other, and build together. No more settling for mediocrity. No more being dragged down by the unmotivated. It's a call to arms for those who are ready to rise above the chaos and take control of their destinies. But What does this actually mean for you? Why should you care about Tate's vision? And is it really possible to break free from the gravitational pull of the 99%? Let's dig deeper into the concept of brain rot. What is it really? It's not a medical condition. It's a metaphor for the mental stagnation and atrophy that comes from a life without challenge or purpose. Brain rot happens when you stop pushing yourself, when you settle for easy answers, cheap entertainment, and surface level thinking, when you let your days slip by in a haze of comfort and consumption. It's the slow death of curiosity, ambition, and self respect. According to Tate, the modern world is optimized to produce brain rot. Everything is designed to hijack your attention, keep you docile, and prevent you from becoming a threat or a leader. The algorithms that power your favorite apps aren't trying to make you smarter or more capable. They're trying to keep you hooked, passive, and predictable. The result? A society where true competence is rare, and those who possess it are more valuable and more isolated than ever. It's easy to blame the system. The education system is broken. The job market is rigged. The rich get richer. The poor get poorer. But Tate flips the script. He argues that anyone can escape the 99% if they're willing to pay the price. That price isn't just hard work. It's discomfort. It's risk. It's the willingness to be unpopular, to stand out, to challenge the status quo. Most people aren't willing to do this. They'd rather complain than compete. They'd rather conform than create. But for those who are willing, for those who are hungry, the rewards are greater than ever. The world has never been more open to self-starters, creators, and disruptors. The tools are there. The opportunities are infinite. The only limit is your willingness to seize them. One of Tate's most controversial beliefs is that laziness and incompetence are choices, not conditions. He rejects the idea that people are victims of circumstance. In his view, everyone has the power to change their life, but most choose not to. This is a hard pill to swallow. It's much easier to blame external factors for our failures. But what if Tate is right? What if the real enemy isn't the system, but our own unwillingness to act? Tate challenges you to take responsibility for your life, to stop making excuses, to stop waiting for permission, to start building, creating, and pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. Why does Tate insist that people should stop working for others and start working for themselves? Because autonomy is power. When you control your own destiny, you're no longer at the mercy of others. You set your own goals, your own standards, your own rewards. But autonomy isn't just about starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur. It's about taking ownership of your time, your skills, and your mindset. It's about refusing to let anyone else dictate your worth or your potential. This is the essence of Tate's philosophy. Don't be used. Don't be paid for your time. Be paid for your value. Tate's final challenge is direct. Meet me. Let me show you how to win. He's not offering a magic formula. He's offering a test of will. Are you willing to step out of the 99%? Are you ready to embrace discomfort, responsibility, and relentless self-improvement? Are you prepared to join the ranks of the competent, the productive, the elite? Most people will say no. Most people will scroll past, shake their heads, and get back to their comfort zones. But maybe, just maybe, you're not like most people. Maybe you're tired of brain rot. Maybe you're ready to build, to create, and to rise. Maybe you're hungry for the real world. So, what does it take to escape the competency crisis? How can you break free from the 99%, find your tribe, and start winning? Find and build your network. The top 1% are always looking for allies. Seek out others who share your drive and ambition. Collaborate, learn, and grow together. Take full ownership of your life. No one is coming to save you. Your success is your responsibility. Act accordingly. Andrew Tate is a polarizing figure, but his challenge cuts through the noise. Will you settle for brain rot, or will you rise to competence and autonomy? The competency crisis is real, but so is the opportunity. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs creators, builders, and leaders. It needs people who are willing to reject mediocrity, embrace discomfort, and take charge of their futures. You're at a crossroads. You can keep scrolling, keep consuming, and keep waiting for permission, or you can choose to join the real world. The choice is yours. And if you're ready, the rewards are limitless. Will you take the challenge? Will you meet Andrew Tate or someone like him and learn how to win? The real world isn't waiting for the 99% to catch up. It's being built right now by those who dare to be competent.